I bet I can make you a professional Roblox scripter. You heard me, professional. Not just able to script without a tutorial, but a professional worthy of a six-figure job at a studio or company, or running your own Roblox game. Let me know if this sounds like you. You can make stuff in Roblox Studio, but anytime you work on a complicated project or larger systems, things tend to get out of hand and unmanageable. Your code just doesn't scale. You've got bugs you can't seem to fix, or the performance is terrible. It's laggy, it's slow. You've tried to understand metatables, but no matter how many videos you seem to watch, you just can't seem to get it. You don't know what a class is, and you can't define what an API is. You may have heard of a framework like NID or Matter, but you don't use them in your day-to-day projects. Maybe you've even tried a couple of leak code problems, but just ended up getting depressed. How are you supposed to compete with the professionals when their code doesn't even look like Luau? And now with AI, things like vibe coding are becoming a thing. Now, people who barely even know what a computer is are on your level. They're better than you. They're coding faster than you. They are replacing you. Is it even worth trying to become a programmer anymore? The deck's stacked against you. You can't succeed. Should you just give up? The answer? Yes and no. Yes, it's still worth to learn programming. No, you should not give up. Here's why. There is a massive difference between an amateur and a professional. Take these two scripts for example. They both do the same thing. They create parts that change colors. Here's the difference in action. Okay, so script B is a little more smoother than script A, but it has more than double the lines of code. We're comparing 28 with 58. However, there's one huge difference between these two scripts. One of them, script A, requires that you copy the script into every single rainbow part. The other, script B, you simply need to define the part as a rainbow part, meaning you can have hundreds or even thousands of color parts without having to make a single change in the code. When you compare the two, let's say with 100 color parts, you get a crazy multiplier effect. Script A, for instance, the first half, script A, increases by 28 lines of code for every color part, being that you have to copy the script and paste it into each color part. The second script, however, script B, stays the same. All you have to do is essentially mark a box saying that something is a color part. If you have 100 color parts, script A will be at 2,800 lines of code. Script B, however, will still be at 58 lines of code. Script A will also have 100 different scripts created, each taking up expensive hardware resources. In other words, killing your performance. Okay, so clearly script B is better than script A, but you might say, well, can't AI just do this for me? The answer may surprise you. Yes and no. AI cannot do this for you. AI can do this for me. How is this possible? Simply put, AI is only as good as its user. Meaning the difference between a novice and an expert is an expert is going to get so much more value and use out of AI than a novice can. Simply put, it's impossible for a novice to get AI to write script B. A novice won't understand how programming works. You won't understand how to get AI to type what you want it to type. Again, it's only as good as its user. So how do we learn to code like this, to have our code look like script B? Let me show you. Click the link in the description of this video, or follow the link on the screen. Go to my website, DefinitelyNotSeal.com/webinars. I've got a webinar I'm hosting that teaches how to create that exact example, the color parts, and to make it just like script B. To do that, we need to understand a concept called abstraction. That's what this webinar is going to teach. The webinar is completely free. There's no fees or charges. The link will direct you simply to my Discord server, which is where it's going to be hosted. Now, if it's already been hosted, then you can watch the recording of the webinar there on my website. Now, I have a few following webinars that are going to come after each week that's going to cover topics like metatables, object-oriented programming, how to structure your project and your code like a professional, like you would expect in a professional studio. That's going to include learning frameworks, and also covering examples of how to use frameworks. And the last webinar at the end of August, it's going to be the last Friday of August, will show you how to use AI to become a 10x developer, how to work at 10 times the speed of the competition. At the end of each webinar, there's going to be a 30-minute Q&A session where I'll answer any coding questions you have. That's a chance for you to ask me any scripting question you want. Don't wait. It's going to take work to become a pro. The sooner you start, the faster you get to it, to reaching your goals, becoming a professional. So follow that link, get into the Discord server. I can't wait to see you there at that first webinar. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching.